Hello, beautiful people, lovers of good things, lovers of goodwill all over the globe. I bring greetings from a grateful heart. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. Thank you so dearly for always supporting this platform. I really do appreciate. In case you are hearing our voice for the first time, or you are coming across us for the first time, we still remain your one and only Progress News, giving it to you back to back. Remember, in this platform, we react to all videos, and your opinion is highly needed. So sit back, watch this video, and
victory or for another battle. Our leader, like he is worth doing, has all of us in his thoughts and in his prayers. He does not concern himself with his own condition, with all the inhuman treatment that he is receiving, the torture that he is being put through. He is concerned about the well-being of those he has gathered together under this very umbrella, and together we shall celebrate his freedom and celebrate the freedom of the Biafran people and the Biafran nation. And why? How do we do this? We know that the month, this very month, the 28th to be precise, 28th of June 2020 is the court date, our court date, the Biafran people's court date with the zoo called Nigeria. We are being represented in that court by our leader because that they are putting him on trial. They are putting all of us on trial. They are putting all of us as a people on trial. So that's why I always say it is our court date, and our leader is the one that is representing us. So on the 28th of this month, next week to be precise, that will be a Tuesday. Next Tuesday is the court date that we have in Abuja. And what we usually do on this date is that we will be with our leader physically and spiritually as he goes to court. Our solidarity with him must continue in the way it has always been. Those of us in the diaspora, those who have already planned for awareness protests, must go on with their awareness protests, especially those in the UK. We must continue because UK is the source. United Kingdom, Britain is the source of our present predicament. And we must not fail to, let them understand that. And they also will be part of the solution to our predicament. So those who have planned protests in the diaspora, please go ahead with the protest, not in Biafraland, I must say, so that people do not in any way misinterpret this tonight's broadcast. In Biafraland and the zoo as it is, we will observe our usual civil disobedience. There shall be a total lockdown in Biafraland on Tuesday, the 28th of June 2022. A sit at home across the length and breadth of the Biafran territory. And this time around, I call upon those Biafrans who are doing their businesses in Abuja to ensure that they solidarize with our leader. For that very day, you are called upon to, even if you have to do it for half a day, close your businesses in solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu, who is being brought and tried in the zoo court on June 28th. Make yourself physically present or physically available because you are in Abuja. Therefore, it will not cost you much to close your businesses during the morning, and after the trial, you can still open it if you wish. But the Biafraland shall be locked down for the whole of that very day. Please, businessmen and businesswomen, this battle is not just for IPOB alone. Although I must agree that the Biafran people in Biafra Biafraland, you have all been doing marvelously and wonderfully well. We must all continue in that path. We must all continue in that direction. And on Tuesday, please, we do not wish to see any movement in Biafraland. All transport owners and transporters, please, you must take note. Nobody will need to come and enforce anything, but because you all are doing this willingly and consciously. But it is important that I remind, because many may not know that this day or the 28th is the D-Day again. So that is why I'm reminding all people, all schools in Biafraland, all government workers, civil servants, wherever you may be in that part of the world. Market women, market men, market leaders, KK, Napepe operators, Okada operators, all of us are in this together. And together we shall achieve our purpose. Together we shall be victorious. Do not do or operate your business on Tuesday, the 28th of June of this very month. Those who will be going to Abuja, as we always do, you must be conscious of your environment security-wise, and we have always behaved ourselves that Chukwabiyama and our ancestors may take charge of the proceedings of that very day. Therefore, on Tuesday, do as you have always been doing, and come and in your numbers. Come in your numbers to Abuja and show solidarity with our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. There have been some messages, or should I say comments, that has been emanating from the cabal that is lording it over the inhabitants of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. I heard that the woman who is going by the name Buhari as the president of the zoo, and all those who are in the same book and the same page, working for the same agenda with him, they have been moving from country to country, or one office to one office, lobbying for the international community to designate this very peaceful movement, championed by IPOB, led by Nnamdi Kanu. This government that has no shame to designate this very peaceful movement, championed by IPOB, led by Nnamdi Kanu. This government that has no shame to designate this very peaceful movement, championed by IPOB, led by Nnamdi Kanu. This government that has no shame to designate this very peaceful movement, championed by IPOB, led by Nnamdi Kanu. This government that has no shame to designate this very peaceful movement, championed by IPOB, led by Nnamdi Kanu. This government that has no shame to movement, championed by IPOB, led by Nnamdi Kanu, designate this government very that has no shame movement to designate this very peaceful movement, the killings in the northern, western, eastern, and southern part of the zoo. Who are responsible of these killings? They know who are responsible. They know IPOB is not a terror organization, cannot be a terror organization. They know that IPOB is pursuing a genuine cause. But the problem that they have is that the cause IPOB is pursuing is antithetical, completely opposite to the agenda which they have. In fact, IPOB has become the only stumbling block to the full accomplishment of the agenda of the Fulani to completely Fulanize every inhabitant of the zoo, take over your land forcefully, your ancestral land, make nonsense of your values, and then force you to become a Muslim, whether you want it or you don't want it. They know, the zoo knows that IPOB is the only force, the only voice of those who are not willing to give up their heritage for for the Fulanese to take over. Therefore, they thought the way to achieve their aim is to cajole the international community into thinking that these people are actually a threat to their interest. I mean, now the interest of the West, not the interest of the Fulani. Of course, to the interest of Fulani, we are a threat, and we will continue to be a threat because we will not leave to see our land overrun by anyone. It does not matter for what reason. Now, as they have always been, they are at their last effort to stop the march of the children of Ukraine to freedom. So they flew that kite of bribing and cajoling the international community to tag IPOB a terror organization. The BBC tried to help them. It did not stick. It did not stick because we went to Brussels, the headquarters of the European Union, or the European Union and nations. We went to their headquarters and they heard our voice. They heard the voice of people who have a reason to make their voices heard. Therefore, the disappointment of the zoo that 1 million man march took place, their disappointment is enormous. But we don't care. That's not our business. Our business is to focus on our core objectives and core goals without letting anything to distract us or dampen our spirit in any manner. Now, for you to understand, when I say, and when Ochimbi said that it is IPOB that is the problem of the zoo, in the sense that it is IPOB that is it is only IPOB that is the problem, that the Fulani, represented by the cabal in the presidency at this moment, IPOB is their only obstacle. IPOB is their own problem. That is why a person who calls himself the president does not know. Of course, he cannot know. How can he know when he does not have even a secondary school certificate? He
That brings us to the end of this update. Do well to like the video, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for always tuning in. I really do appreciate. Share the video and tell your friends about this platform, because the best thing or the best place for you to be is here. Turn on the bell icon so that whenever I drop a new buzz boost like this, you'll be the first to notify. Thank you once again and remain blessed.